In this week's Fresh Produce Market Overview, we discuss the latest trends and prices in the vegetable and fruit markets of South Africa as usual, with potato prices increasing drastically. The question now is if we will see record prices again over the coming month or so. We discuss this and more with Pieter van Zyl, our regular market analyst, in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. The outlook is made possible by Standard Bank, that plays a crucial role across the full agribusiness value chain, from what happens on the farm and beyond the farm gate, right up to when the farm's product reaches the retailer shelves. Because of this, they understand the full agriculture ecosystem and the trends and risks across the sector, and they're able to give guidance on the right finance, insurance, and working capital solutions at every stage. Standard Bank, it can be.
Was the Hilux born a legend? No, it was made one by you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and welcome to this week's AMT Fresh Produce Market Overview, where we look at the latest prices and trends in the agricultural sector of South Africa. To stay up to date with the latest news and trends, follow AMT on YouTube and Facebook. Looking at the latest economic indicators, the rand gained some support over the past week and traded on R14.31 per US dollar, while the latest Brent crude oil price traded mostly sideways to $72.40 per barrel at the time of recording. In the vegetable industry, the potato price increased by 22% the past week to R66.43 per 10 kilogram bag, which is 7% higher than last year at the same time. This was mostly due to volumes decreasing by 14% week on week. Although the latest tomato price increased by 32% to R5.09 per kilogram the past week, this price is still 30% lower than a year ago. The carrot price also gained some momentum, increasing by 4% to R2.39, which is also 37% lower than last year at the same time. The latest onion price stayed under pressure, decreasing to R3.21 per kilogram. This was mostly due to high constant volumes on the markets. Other vegetable prices traded as follows. Cabbage prices decreased to R1.95, garlic prices increased to R83.26 per kilogram, spinach prices decreased by 20% the past week to R2.88, which was mostly due to higher volumes. Sweet potatoes was 6% lower on R3.17, while the latest pepper price decreased to R11.08 per kilogram, with red pepper prices actually moving past yellow prices the past week. This section was brought to you by Nile Marketplace. Nile provides an online platform to buy fresh produce directly from SA's leading farmers. The platform provides a single dashboard that shows live prices and availability for a wide range of fresh produce. As a buyer, you get access to high quality produce from well-known farmers at farm gate prices. Fresh produce trading has never been this efficient. Learn more at Nile.ag. Looking into the latest fruit prices, most prices came under pressure the past week except avocado prices that actually increased. The banana price decreased to R6.76 due to volumes that increased by 3% the past week. Apple prices decreased by 2% to R7.25, with the latest pear prices also decreasing to R7.23 per kilogram. In the citrus market, the latest orange price decreased by 2% to R3.16 per kilogram, while the latest lemon price traded 28% lower on R1.96 per kilogram, with volumes increasing drastically the past week. The avocado price increased by 6% to R17.63 per kilogram. We're still expecting this price to continue upward as volumes are likely to decrease due to seasonality. Table grape prices decreased to R56.71 per kilogram, while pineapple prices increased week on week to R5.07 per kilo. The latest blueberry price traded 28% lower on R41.72 per kilogram, which was mostly due to a 20% increase in volumes the past week on the markets. Make sure to click on the Halfway Toyota link below. Andrew and his team at Halfway Toyota is waiting for you with the best prices and service countrywide for the Toyota of your choice. This broadcast was made possible by Standard Bank, Nile Marketplace and Halfway Toyota. As promised, we're here with Pieter van Zyl, again, our regular market analyst, and he's going to share some thoughts on especially the potato prices that went up drastically the past week or so. Welcome, Pieter. Glad to have you back again.
Thank you, Johnny.
Pieter, we saw major commodity prices, especially potatoes and tomatoes, going up the past week. To what can we attribute this increase in prices?
Well, we've mentioned before that during June, July, and August, we saw the lowest sales volumes of potatoes since 2010. That we mentioned. We also mentioned that because of the rain we had earlier this year. And as a result, the winter prices for potatoes are the highest up till now. And currently, I would say about 99% of the Eastern Free State, the Western Free State, and the Northern Cape farmers are done lifting potatoes. And then Limpopo, the farmers, they have just started to lift the fields that have suffered the frost damage that were experienced about end of July, 23rd, around about the 23rd of July. But according to Potatoes SA, the Limpopo farmers since May this year have been marketing 2.5 million bags more to the markets than a year ago. Otherwise, prices could have been much higher. Last week we saw potato prices, the average weekly prices increase by not less than 22%. And there's two possible reasons. One reason is that it was the first week of the month, which means a higher demand than we normally see during the middle of the month. And secondly, last Monday, the 30th, registered the lowest volumes of potatoes delivered since February 2018, meaning not much potatoes were lifted the previous Friday and over the weekend. It shows you what an empty market floor can do when people need to buy staple food, in this case potatoes. And then the next couple of weeks, what may happen? We can expect below normal sales volumes till somewhere in October. Simply because of the frost damage experienced in Limpopo end of July, as we mentioned. Then onion prices are still under pressure due to enough supplies available. And looking at seasonal trends, we can expect this to continue the next couple of weeks. Red onion prices are still trading at relatively good prices, and that's only purely because of low availability. And then we also see last week that tomato prices increased by 32% due to lower volumes.
Thank you very much, Pieter. Pieter, I saw in the statistics that the potato price recently increased past last year's prices, and we know from here on out to the middle of October we saw record prices for potatoes on the market last year, about a year ago. What's your feeling in terms of where can we expect these prices to go relative to last year?
Sure. Over the winter, we experienced record prices, but everything from now on will depend on the frost damage. But yes, till at least somewhere in October, middle of October, we will see higher prices than currently. But everything, again, it depends on the frost damage.
Yeah, and of course, how much is getting delivered to the markets. Thank you very much, Pieter. That was very insightful, and we can therefore expect, I think, most prices, especially potato prices, to continue trending upwards. Very insightful. Thank you very much, Pieter.
Thank you, Johnny.